passing through Mozambique, bringing with it heavy rainfall and wind speeds of up to 177 kilometres per hour. While the storm has killed more than 100 people and destroyed thousands of homes, officials say 500,000 residents have been left without electricity and communications have also been severed. The storm has also passed through Malawi. The South African Weather Service says significant rainfall and widespread flooding can be expected over extreme eastern parts of Zimbabwe and southern parts of Malawi. All right, now for an update on Cyclone Idai, we're joined via Skype by Karikoga Kutadzaushe, who is the Zimbabwean Red Cross Operations Director. Good afternoon, KK, and thank you so much for your time on the SABC News Desk. We have some South African-based humanitarian organizations like Gift of the Givers calling this cyclone or the biggest water rescue operation they had to ever undertake in Mozambique. How bad is it in Zimbabwe right now?
Currently, the situation is quite dire in our Eastern Highlands area, especially in Chimanimani, where we are having it's mostly a mountainous area, and most people do stay in valleys. And we have since lost to date by 2 p.m. 23 lives and over 70 people are reported missing. And in terms of devastation of homesteads and all these other things, over 100 to 200 homesteads have been destroyed to date.
Tell me, KK, what are the immediate needs of people right now?
The immediate needs for people is shelter, in terms of temporary shelter, because most people have been displaced. There is need for food. There is also need for medicals in case for those who have been injured. We have a situation at one boarding school because of landslides, St. Charles in Rusitu in the Eastern Highlands, where the dormitories, whilst the students were still asleep, boulders were rolling over within the classroom and within their hostels. And this has resulted in us losing 2 lives of young people there.
Where are the worst affected areas in Zimbabwe right now, KK?
The worst affected in the Eastern Highlands, Chimanimani, Chipinge, and now it will be moving further up into the western direction, into the Mashonaland east, into Mrewa and Mtoko. But the worst hit area currently is Chimanimani, which together the Department of Civil Protection and all the air rescue efforts are being undertaken.
And how accessible are these areas in terms of rescue operations, KK?
Mainly the major best way for rescue operations would be more of airlifting through helicopters, because most of the roads have been swept and no more bridges in most other areas. So that's one key challenge which we are also facing in terms of reaching out as Red Cross to some of these areas of need.
Tell us, where are affected families being sheltered right now?
We have, like in the Eastern Highlands, some of them have been sheltered at high ground schools. We also have some churches. We have others also being housed. We have timber sawmills, because this is where we have our timber, all the high grounds area. That's where people are seeking refuge.
How robust or effective a response, an aid response, have you had from the Zimbabwean government thus far, KK?
So far, at the national level, the Department of Civil Protection from yesterday or over the past week has been sharing information for people to be ready for Cyclone Idai and also to move to higher ground as much as possible. And to date, the Department of Civil Protection is coordinating all humanitarian actors for a coordinated response mechanism and ensuring that all resources are mobilized and reaching the most need in time.
Viewers out there who might be listening and want to come to the aid of affected Zimbabweans, how would they contact you and what would they have to do?
You can reach us on as Zimbabwe Red Cross, and the landline numbers, or especially the cell numbers, because our landline numbers are also being affected because of this cyclone. But currently, our cell numbers, you can reach us on the on our cell numbers +263 771 674797. That's my direct number as the Director of Operations, and we'll also be sharing, I'm sure, as we go, numbers from the Department of Civil Protection, which are also available.
Thank you.
My email is kk@redcrosszim.org.zw, and our Facebook, Zimbabwe Red Cross.
Thank you so much. That was KK joining us via Skype, who's from the Zimbabwean Red Cross Operations Director. KK is telling us that Cyclone Idai has claimed 23 lives in Zimbabwe, 70 people reported missing so far. The worst hit are areas in the eastern islands. The Zimbabwe Red Cross can be reached on this number, +263 771 674797, or email kk@redcrosszim.org.za. Time to take a short break. I'll be back with more news after this.